It's also on my project too. This is a strip club song. The one
What this one called?
Money Make Me Dance.
Ooh. Hey.
Hold up.
Hey.
Money make me dance.
Hey.
Original beat, co-produced by me.
Make me dance.
Okay, co-produced?
Yeah.
Money make me dance. Money make me dance. Money make me dance.
My homeboy on here.
It made me dance.
We know all about the action. Throwing money, feeling like a nigga out here quarterback.
What's your homeboy name? Go ahead and give him a
His
shout
name
out.
Guido.
Guido, shout out to Guido.
MZ.
Shout out to Guido in here.
Money make me dance. Call me Diddy with the dough.
Hey.
Money make me dance.
Go ahead, run it back. Go ahead, run it back.
It made me dance.
Hey.
Money make me dance.
This that money make me dance.
Money make me happy. Money make me cold. Money make me handsome, but it turned you to a hoe. Money make me dance. Call me Diddy on the dough.
Okay.
Money make me dance. Really Diddy on the floor. Money make me dance. Yeah. Get it fast like I'm swerving in an ambulance. I need them bands. Fuck if you handsome. I still won't answer. Money on my mind. Watch it fall like dandruff. And girl, I got the cheese, huh? Yeah, head girl, get a slice of pizza. Hella gas. Grandma say it's reefer. But I'm rolling up. Call me Wiz Khalifa. Bitch, when I re up. Money make me dance. Ayy, it made me dance. Money make me dance. It made me dance. Money make me.
I love the vibes. This shit is fire. And what you got to one more time? What's the name of the project?
Fantasy Girl.
Oh, I like it. I can't wait to see the cover.
The cover art?
Yeah.
I already got it. You want to see it?
Yes, I want to see it.
It looks kind of like this.
Yeah, in my head, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, okay. I can't wait to show you.
All right, bet.
This ain't juice.
Oh, and she got some slow shit.
This not juice. This ain't juice. This ain't juice. Give a fuck about a family picture. Everybody smiling in the pics ain't really fucking with you. Nah, I ain't linking up. No, I ain't drinking enough. Nah, I ain't thinking enough. I see everything. You could never catch me blinking much. I don't feel like keeping up. I'm a little isolated. I don't feel like picking up. Everybody aggravating. Got pain in my.
I don't know what
I was about to say, you getting in your bag. Oh, I like that. Oh, this is a motion cover.
I did
This
it
is
myself.
fire.
I did it myself.
Yo, you is.
Yeah, we
Huh?
were talking that earlier. Motion covers. Remember I was telling you on Apple Music?
Oh yeah. See, I gotta get put on with all that.
Step ahead, man.
That's fire. Yo, you multi-talented. I want to shout you out. I know we not recording, but just from artist to an artist. You see how I did that? From artist to artist.
From heart to heart, art to art.
There we go. Like the way that I see how you able to conduct yourself from the videos and being able to produce it, from writing your lyrics, because I'm gonna be real, in this day and era, the style that's being pushed out, you showing me something different.
This not juice. This ain't juice.
This one. I wrote it, I had sung it, but I was like, okay, my homegirl can sing it better.
Okay.
But she was telling me my first version was good, but this the version I'm putting on the project.
Okay, so this is her singing it.
Yeah, this is me writing it.
What's your homegirl name?
Aaliyah Nicole.
Shout out to Aaliyah Nicole.
Aaliyah Nicole, you blessed the track, baby. Why you did that? The songs like make you look forward to, better stuff coming up.
Better days.
Oh.
There's better days.
This project fire.
Thank you.
This project fire.
Thank you.
There's better places.
I love this.
Thank you.
I love this one. You took me on a journey already. I went from the club to chilling in my car to
bring it to my room.
Yeah,
type of
vibe.
vibe.
Yeah.
So I was trying to go for like a whole experience.
That shit is hard. Shout out to y'all both killed that song. I like what y'all both bring to the single.
Yeah, when I said she blew me away, I was like against the wall when I came in there.
Oh, you singing.
Like, damn.
Oh, you singing. What's good, y'all? You are now tuned in to the sound check at the AV Club. It's your boy West Side, and I have my very special guest that I've been getting to sit here and get to know before we got into this show, and it is SLWJMZ.
Hey, everybody. What's up? Hey.
All right, and again, where can they find you? What exactly? Where would they go to find your content?
Yeah, I will go to www.slwjmz.com.
SLWJMZ. No vowels. It's a Z on the end. .net. Not .com. Not .com. That will lead you to some weird Chinese website. Go to www.slwjmz.net for everything.
I bet.
And guess what? When you go on the site, there's a little chat bubble, and you can talk to me at any time right there. It goes straight to my phone. We could be in the chat room right there.
Okay, so you get real indirect when it comes with your fans and your audience. You like to get real in touch with them.
Yeah, they really keep me on my toes, and they really keep me up. Like,
okay,
yeah,
I respect that. So first off, where I want to start off, because this segment is called Artist to an Artist. And what was you saying earlier? Heart to heart, art to art.
To heart, art to art.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Put my heart in this art in this. Yeah.
Hey, and I want to start off with the name. So when I first heard about you, Slow Jams, off rip, I was already caught. Like, I'm like, what am I getting with this artist? I knew you rap, but I just wanted to know, like, would this be like an R&B type feel, or exactly what would it be? So when I went on your page and I started browsing through your music, going through the Spotify and the Apple Music and the YouTube, I noticed that you bring a different twist with the from the name to your art form. So I want to know, like, where did the name come from? What does that mean to you? How did you come up with it?
Well, at first my name was Slow Jams, like the regular way, SLOWJ, the lame dictionary way.
Okay.
That I don't know if you guys heard of Wavy Lord, but Wavy Lord hit me up. He was like, "Bro, you need to change your name to something that's like Google can't be in the way of when you type in a regular word."
Yeah.
And he stylized it the way it looks now, SLWJMZ. I'm like, okay. He's like, make that shit all caps. I'm like, okay. I think it looked like something now. Like, he dressed it up. He directed my name. So.
Oh, shout out to Wavy Lord. Shout out to that boy. I know some of the people that run with him.
Yeah, but he named me that in like maybe 2016, 2015.
2016, okay.
Right when I graduated high school.
And is that exactly when the journey started, right?
Yeah, that's when I started, getting my foot out more in the Miami streets and stuff. But at the same time, a lot of people didn't understand where I came from. They didn't know anything about me. So when it was time to step out, it was like, how do I tell them, hey, I'm kind of lame because I'm underage. I can't go to the club with you. I can't go do this and this and that. So.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So exactly what started you? Like, what made you want to do it? Because from my artist perspective, I was told that I should do music for a long period of time. I just never did it. And I come from poetry. So that's how I got into my art form of writing.
Poetry a lot.
So is that where it started for you? Was it poetry?
It wasn't poetry. It was just what really had kicked up my neck to wanting to get into music. I went to this all girls school and they was passing out MacBooks. And I went to that school when I was like 12 years old.
Okay.
So when I got on the MacBook at home, you have access to when they said, oh yeah, you could take it home, just bring it back at the end of school year. Every day I could take this home every day, a Mac.
Yeah. You said, I messed up.
Oh yeah, boy, I turned into Dexter Laboratory. I'm like, open this app. What does this do? Okay, this is not. Okay, cool. Now I'm surfing the web every day. Just.
I see you.
So when I got to the GarageBand part, I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
And there's different games that I used to play on. I'm a nerd. There's different games I used to play on these like different like channel websites and stuff. Yeah, these little Adobe games that was like beat building or something like that. So when I saw that GarageBand was an actual beat builder or like music maker, I'm like, it just sparked me up. Like
and I could get my vibe like as far as coming up while I said you dropped the Dexter name. So when I hear that, I'm like, okay, I could kind of get an idea of where you was when you was starting to come up in music. So like as far as like it was some of your first raps, like what was you rapping about? Like what was your first song about? Do you remember that?
My first ever written song, or my first ever like
your first ever, I'm gonna say studio. Your first ever studio song. That's your official song. Yeah.
It was a song called Urges. I had dropped on my SoundCloud. It was like a poetic piece. I was doing a lot of hella heavily worded like freestyle type of songs.
Oh.
They were just so loose. But it's because I was doing a lot of spoken word at different open bars and stuff. So I was trying to get what I'm saying. I already know how to record. I already know how to write poetry. So I'm trying to get what I'm saying down to a rhyme pattern where, poetry is like you probably don't need words.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time it takes a little bit of words to say a lot. So when you figure that out, and you could do different things, like talk about different subjects and make it rhyme. It's
like a godly talent.
I think that's the challenge. I would say from my experience, segueing from poetry to music is basically getting down on a beat, like your
Right.
pattern. That because when most of the time you writing, you probably not even listening to anything.
Right.
So you're going just in a form of what you coming up in your head.
Right.
But when it's a beat, you got to dance with this beat. So you're
Mhm.
trying to figure out how do I take what I made without the beat and put it in and make
Yeah.
it line up perfect. So I want to dive in as far as because I know you said it was hard for you to get in certain places. So as far as like, have you started performing? Have you had your first show yet?
Look, everybody could do their research. I've done
Mhm.
dope ass shows. I opened up for Famous Dex, Cuban Doll.
Shout out to you.
I done did shows where probably me and someone I was doing the show with, we ran it, blew out the show. There's been times I pulled up the shows and washed out the main artist.
Yeah.
One time I broke the speakers.
Ooh.
And this artist made a song talking about she broke my speakers because of that. And he's a really big upcoming artist right now.
Man,
So,
shout out to you. Shout
yeah.
out to you.
I'm definitely. I'll bring the pole out. I'll do a whole prop show. I'll have dancers come. I used to throw money at my shows. Like,
So you more so on that stage. That's where you live at. That's what I'm getting from.
Cause I know, like in South Florida, I know niggas is jumping off certain things, breaking equipment. You know, the underground soul floor scene was like that, especially with X and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I had that energy from him, but that whole scene, he was just the king of doing that. Like everybody knew you had to come to the show and rock the show out.
Yeah, he definitely left his blueprint and his imprint on the music as far as Broward County, the whole South Florida.
Yeah.
I would say the world, because when it come to X, shout out to him. He definitely left an imprint on a lot of people, and we saw the impact when he passed. So So from that, so I don't even gotta ask you, do you get any type of jitters or cold feet when it comes to performing? Because it sounds like you ready to go.
I'll just be ready to whatever's going on, get it out my system. Let me get on the stage now and just rock out, please. Yeah.
Okay. And is there anything that's, some people, as far as artists, they may need certain drinks, they may need certain substances. Is there anything that you need, like, to get you hyped?
I just need adrenaline. That's all I need.
Adrenaline.
I need a reason to go on that stage.
Oh.
Right. I got a point to prove.
Okay.
That's all I need. I need stomping grounds.
All right, and I want to segue from the performing. I want to go to creativity because we jammed out to your project, and I want to thank you again for playing these songs and the vibe that you get from. I know you didn't play it in order, but it was just where you took me from inside the club to just chilling in the car to being in the room, and then you just brought me down and then brought me back up. It was just amazing. So I can't wait to hear the final touch of the project. From start to finish in the lineup, the artwork look amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And so, like, how long did it take you to make that project?
I've been writing that project since like 2019.
2019.
I came out with the name Fantasy Girl.
Yeah.
I don't know how it clicked to me. It just, I don't know. Maybe because I was reading this book at the time. I was reading The Art of Seduction.
Yeah.
And I was just reading like different type of character types. I guess that seduce crowds, people, organizations, different mindsets.
Yeah.
And I guess because the word fantasy kept coming up in there. And then when I was reading some things, how sometimes when you read a book, it's not brand new information, but it's just like it reconfirms what you already felt. It just put it in words. Like,
I see what you're saying.
So when I'm seeing certain things that they describe, I'm like, damn, that kind of does sound like me, or damn, this sound like somebody else.
Yeah.
So then, boom, just fantasy, and then reading that book, and then dancing at the time, and trying to be, still palatable, like to your family and your friends.
Yeah.
And going to your 9 to 5, button up your shirt in the cubicle, doing this in the AC.
You gotta sometimes you
gotta switch into different, be Clark Kent, and then turn around, be Superman, and then be a bum on the street. You gotta act like different characters. Yeah. It's like a fantasy show. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that in being an artist, that's one of the most, I would say, hidden traits that most people don't know, that you're able to cut it on and cut it off and be able to be in different settings. You know what I mean? That's most important. I wanted to ask you, because you was tapping in on the different things that you juggle. So like, is there ever a part in your creativity where you feel like maybe the different things that you're juggling is affecting it? Like, do you think it makes it stronger from just experiences and things you're going through at that moment? Or some people, they might slow down and they might not write as much because they're going through too much.
I would put it like this. Every experience, whether you agree consciously, every experience forces you to learn something and makes you grow. So if I'm learning how to be the best dancer I could be, I'm picking up things I wouldn't have picked up in a cubicle. You know, all
Yeah.
that does is add information to my index of things I should know on how to interact with different people. Even if I'm hanging out with gamers, I know certain things to align myself. And it's like when black people be like, oh, I gotta act white. You gotta
Yeah.
act, not act, but truly be yourself in those
Mm.
categories where they reign at, like where it's supposed to be. Just be a balanced, I guess, open individual.
Mm.
And what it does is all those experiences get me it it gets me, it forces me to write about new things now, because
Mm.
some people may not have experienced all those things in that order, in that layer, and are able to even translate that. So
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. And this is one of the last few questions I wanted to ask you, because listening to that project, I got a lot of diversity. You was able to take me and move me around in the city. You know what I mean? Taking me in and out of the club, and you told me that that was your experience. You did that, and then you showed me the softer side, and which I'm pretty sure that comes from like friends and family and dealing with them and things of that sort. Is there any genre or any style of music that you haven't tapped into that you're interested in maybe doing? Because everybody got that little hidden, gem that they don't really share with
Honestly,
everybody, because maybe a little more sensitive about
I
their
just
art.
want to tell y'all, watch out. I
Okay.
got fucking house music. I got rock music. I just did an Afrobeat song the other day.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm writing
Afrobeats is a
R&B
big
songs.
thing.
Rap is just like pissing.
Mm.
Anything else is almost like pissing too. So
Okay.
I don't think it's not one. I probably just don't have a country song right now in
Okay.
my vault.
I did one. I'm not gonna lie. It's not really country, but it's like it got the beat
Like,
is
it
a
rock
country
like
feel.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a rap song, but the beat got a country feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, I love experimenting. One of my first projects called Daydream, I did a lot of experimenting on that project, and it just made me know myself more as an artist, because that's one of the things I feel like as an artist we're learning who we are in our creativity. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I would say, like, you heard the new Beyonce project, the Alien
Yeah.
Superstar. There's a song in there that she has a sample from this Memphis artist.
Mhm.
And I was doing my commercial, and I think my cousin was playing the song. I'm like, I heard the sample. This is a sample that I think, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you.
I made this song maybe in like 2018, and it was the same sample. That sample is some underground Memphis shit. I didn't know how. Obviously, she Beyonce. Of course, she gonna know some underground. Figure out how to know some underground shit. But that shit, I was all into Tommy Wright the Third, and going through his catalog and stuff. So to see that someone in that camp ended up getting a sample, I feel like what I'm saying was so undiscovered. But to see Beyonce with the same sample,
Yeah.
it made me feel like sometimes when you have an idea, if you don't get it out, it's gonna go somewhere else, and it's gonna get out through that other outlet.
That's
like,
no cap.
You know how many songs I sat on, and then years go by, a similar vibe come out. Like, I'm like, damn, I should have been, but
I 1000% understand. I literally, there was a song, there's this beat I was sitting on and I was just listening to, and I get creative on it, but I just didn't, I didn't 100% commit to doing the song, and then next thing you know, I hear it on the radio, the artist, and I'm just like, that's literally the same beat. As I'm driving, I'm like, it's the same beat I was listening to and I was gonna make a song to.
Yeah, that's how you know your ideas matter. Because if that shit don't come out, it's gonna travel somewhere else.
Yeah,
that
someone's
person's gonna get it out.
Yeah, that's facts. There's a long history of artists. For a quick example, Young Jock did an interview with Vlad TV, and he talked about how he passed on a beat from Pharrell, and that song ended up being Jay-Z, American Gangster.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
That sound like it would fit him too.
Yeah,
it's a lot of songs that Michael Jackson slid.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want. Justin Timberlake picked them up. Now when I hear Justin Timberlake, I'm like, damn, that do sound like some Michael Jackson shit. Or some songs different artists just passed up and then somebody else picked it up. But it got out still. It's still a dope song as we know it. But the history behind it, like, damn, I could have seen the alternate paths if that other person would have got it too.
Yeah. Well, before we get out of here, I want to touch on one thing you said. You said that you had that sample in which it was a underground Memphis artist. So like, where did that come from? Like, how did you tap into finding that underground Memphis artist?
Well, either I go down this like YouTube tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
Or someone recommend me an artist and I go down that tunnel, that artist.
And it leads you to other artists. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Earl Sweatshirt was posting some shit about some skate shit.
Yeah.
Then I did my research. I think it was niggas skating to Tommy Wright III. I'm like, damn, this sound like some crunk, almost Juicy J. like
Okay.
some shit that I would hear is like chopped and screwed type of.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I heard the female Coco, just I don't know what she's saying the first time I heard it, but her flow was like she wasn't breathing on that shit. Her flow was like immaculate. That was like some, I don't know. Just the vibe she gave was just crazy. Like the way she flowed and didn't breathe. I don't know what she was saying. I'll probably play it after the show, but
Okay.
that was pretty dope. It just pulled me in, just like damn. And then she sounded like the City Girls, so it kind of shot me through. Like Denzel Curry sound like Project Pat. Like they have like a certain vibe that compliment an artist from times before. Like I'm like, damn, I can see why people will bump this now. We bump City Girls, and they flowing just like how Coco was flowing. Like
that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you again for coming on. I really appreciate you. This was my first time doing artist to artist, and I appreciate your art for art.
Y'all go buy the merch, please. SLWJMZ.net. Please go buy the merch. Check out the videos. Go to my website. Everything's there. Check me out on other podcasts and tune in to more cool stuff. If you want to believe in someone, you can believe in SJ's world.
All right. And again, it's your boy Westside, and you are tuned in to the sound check at the AV Club. Y'all stay safe.
MC, like
it don't matter what the topic is.
I'm a great fucking MC. What is you saying?
Yeah,
Well, a great fucking MC.
Yeah, like